Okay, so we're going to learn how to solve a matrix by hand. We're going to use a method called Gaussian. Sometimes referred to as Gaussian or Gauss-Jordan elimination, named after the people who developed this method for solving matrices. So our goal here, we're going to go ahead and draw a line here to separate the solution side from this side over here. And what our goal is we want this side over here to look like this. And then on the right side of this line, we'll have numbers that will represent the solutions. And this is called the identity matrix. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start up here in the top left-hand corner, and we want a 1. Okay, so whichever equation has a 1 in it, we definitely want to make sure that that equation is on top. So here we have a 1, so we don't have to get a 1, we have a 1. Next thing we want to do is we want to get a 0 here. So to get a 0 here, we can take row 1 row 1 minus row 2. So row 1 minus row 2. And if we subtract the 2 rows, it's going to give us a new row 2, a new one. So that means is that row 1 is going to stay the same. Then we're going to perform this operation on the rows. So 1 minus 1, negative 1 minus 1, 5 minus 73, okay, so now we have a 1 and a 0, a 1 and a 0. Next thing we want to do is we want to make this number right here into a 1. So something you can do is you can take row 2 and divide it by negative 2. Since both of these numbers are divisible by negative 2, we can go ahead and just divide. So row 1 will stay the same. 0 divided by negative 2 is 0. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1. And negative 68 divided by negative 2 is 34. Alright, all that's left to do is to get a 0 in the top right-hand corner of our identity matrix. So to get a 0, all we need to do is pretty much add these together. So we're going to take row 1 and add row 2. So I want row 2 to stay the same. So row 2 plus row 1 is going to yield a new row 1. So row 2 is going to stay the same. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus negative 1 is 0. 34 plus 5 is 39. So, it says that Luke has 5 more than Sam. So notice that Luke has $39 and Sam has $34. So Luke has 5 more than Sam. Also, they total 73. 34 plus 39 is 73. So how much does each have? Luke has $39 and Sam has $34. Okay? All right, let's take a look at number 2. So remember, it always has to be lined up. So I had to move the 2j over to the other side. So I have L minus 2j, and then since there was nothing over here on the right, I put in a 0. And so here's the matrix I'm going to manipulate using Gaussian method. So using Gaussian method, let's go ahead and rewrite it. So look at there, we got a 1 in the starting location, so that's good. We want to make this into 0 here, so we want to manipulate, we want to change row 2. We don't want to change row 1. So if we do row 1 minus row 2, and that will yield a new row 2. So row 1 will stay the same. Subtracting 1 minus 1, 0. Negative 2 minus 1, negative 3. 0 minus 63, negative 63. Always keep in mind where we're heading. We're heading for the identity matrix. Remember, that's a 1, 0, 0, 1. And then we have our answers on the side. So next thing we want to do is we want to make this into a 1. Well, since both of these numbers are divisible by negative 3, let's just take row 2, divide it by negative 3. So we're going to have 1. And negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1. And dividing here, we get 21. Now we want to make this into 0. But we do not want this number to change. We do not want this row to change. So row 2 is going to stay the same. Now, to get a 0 here, we would have to multiply this row by 2. So if we multiply this row by 2, that'll give us a positive 2 here. And then if we add it to row 1, 2 plus negative 2, that will get us the 0 that we need. That's going to yield a new row 1. So row 2 is going to stay the same. So 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus negative 2 is 0. 2 times 21 is 42. 42 plus 0 is 42. So let's look at the problem. It says that Lynn has twice as much money as Joe. So Lynn is 42, twice as much as 21? Yes. It says that Lynn's money plus Joe's money is 63. Do they add up to 63? Yes. So we have Lynn's money. So Lynn has $42 and Joe has 21. So tomorrow we will be doing Gaussian method and solving all of these problems in class and starting a new claw. So I hope you guys are having a great night. Thanks for watching.